Guys, gals, non-binary pals, welcome to the episode of War the Shard Sun. I am your humble dumble master, as always, the one and only Putik Pastry, Sephardic Tart, joined by my crew of intrepid adventurers, wandering warmongers. We're down a different individual tonight. So last week we were missing River. Tonight we're missing Punk, which is fine. But we have the CGs, the Joe Mojos, the Jade Frost 747s, and the Wicked River 97s. I think we can all agree that Punk is probably the most upset that they have to miss this session tonight.
I would argue with you.
CG said it best. Punk has been talking in our Discord in nothing but all caps for about 2 days. So, it's going to be a time. But, with that being said, how about I find some music while y'all go ahead and roll your test rolls for the evening?
Hiya!
Ooh,
Close.
coming out strong.
Very strong.
Heh, very weak in my end.
17. I'll take it.
Actually, I know what I want. Where is it?
14 for me.
Where is it? There it is. Alrighty. Last time, following the defeat of Amadeus Valir, Exilia Regalia rejoined with Zarek Worldfang, who quickly began to detain Amadeus, his once loyal Chroma Guard, and Exilia Regalia themselves. Exilia Regalia, now under house arrest, began a lengthy discussion about what they had just encountered and their next steps. They also took some much-needed rest. In the morning, they met with Zarek Worldfang once more and presented their evidence for such drastic actions. Following the exchange of information and evidence from both parties, Zarek began to lay out the specifics of what was required of the party before the assault on the captured city of Zorn at the end of the week. It was then that Commander Zeros, another commanding officer amongst the ranks of the Empire, informed the party of Amadeus's awakening. It is here that the tale of Exilia Regalia continues. Zarek and the party are led by the aforementioned Commander Zeros to what appears to be, rather than what you would presume to be the prison that they're using for the sake of, POWs, looks like the town hall. There is a decent guard presence around militant presence around the perimeter. God, that was the word I was looking for. The perimeter of the town hall. And as you guys are led to the front door, two guards who are standing there, two soldiers stand aside and let you through. Zarek turns to Zeros and goes, "Make sure we are not disturbed." And Zeros gives him a nod before you all enter. As you enter, you can see that what would be like a main congregation hall in the very opening has been completely emptied out. It looks like a bunch of furniture has been pushed off to the side, and there's it almost looks like a command center in a way. You can see there are maps and routes all panned out throughout this room, and there are a number of soldiers who, seeing you all come in and seeing you accompanied with Zarek, seem to take notice but go back to their work, seemingly relieved that is in fact not an attack on them. Zarek leads you all immediately to the right with what appears to be a door that, upon opening, leads down a set of stone stairs. As you all begin to descend into what appears to be a much darker setting, Zarek speaks to you all. This place contains a private prison. It used to be the prison when Vaco was first built. We have left some of the chambers for prisoners of this magnitude.
Good to keep him out of sight for something like this.
Indeed. I'll be making a formal announcement later today. But this takes precedence.
Flick nods, and as they continue down, I don't envy you there.
You all continue downward. The staircase spirals roughly 3.5 times before coming to a landing, flat ground once more, where you can see that this room in front of you, much like Zarek specified in his orders from last session the night before, there is an equal number of human soldiers, or at least Empire soldiers, and his own orcs down here watching what appears to be one full cell. There are about 5 cells down here, but only one of them has someone in it. And as this now, very in contrast to as you've seen him before, this now haggard and battered Amadeus Valir, who was allowed to keep his eye patch. You don't know if you're going to presume the eye underneath is has been removed, the wooden eye, but you have yet to confirm that. But as he sees you all approaching, he begins a slow clap. Exilia Regalia, you never cease to impress. Only here a day and you've broken a multi-month mystery, and now what? You're here to extract what you can before discarding the rest? Well, if you came to hear me beg, you'll leave here sorely disappointed. As he seems to, at that last bit, almost talking directly to Zarek rather than your group as a whole. As Zarek and your group begin to approach, he looks to the rest of the guards in here. Leave us. Corvin, you had something to say.
Wouldn't say discarded, more just trying to make sure that we have everything that we need.
One of the guards, as the 4 of them are beginning to leave, hands Zarek a key. You can presume it is the key to the cell. He turns to your group. I'll let you all take the lead on this. I'm sure you have more questions than I do. As he sort of moves off a bit to the side to let your group take precedence in this conversation. Amadeus sort of looks you all over. Well, what questions do you have for me? How can this old wise man bestow the wisdom you seek?
Corvin will get close to the cell itself, not really. He'll stand back to where he's at least out of reaching range.
He is, when you approach the cell, he is like sat down, slouched up on the back wall. This cell is probably maybe like 8 foot by 8 foot. It's pretty small. He doesn't even have a bed. He has a bucket in the corner, and that's it. He has a pillow. No blanket, just a pillow.
As Corbin approaches, he will kind of clear his throat and begin to speak. So, a lot has been said, a lot has been done these past few hours, and just more and more questions come up, as if, like, how does a refined, decorated general such as yourself come to be in a deal or
Sorry,
situation with...
I didn't mean to start playing that. Continue.
Fucking boss music just, like, starts out of nowhere. Phase 2, motherfuckers. Anyway.
Phase 3.
Fight pit.
How does such a refined general such as yourself come into the companionship, let's just say, of that, Dagon fellow?
Oh, you must think me a fool. You discredit me by thinking I would be so foolish as to admit to the terms of a pact that I made with, what, a devil? No, you won't be having that. No, sir. As he seems to almost like lean more into the wall.
Deflection, that is definitely a key of someone who has a lot to hide.
Do I? And he sort of like shrugs.
You'd figure somebody who tries to act so self-righteous would actually have some form of decorum and not act like a child.
I'm sorry, a child. Aren't you the one throwing around, what was the term? Daddy issues? Oh yes, I believe that was it.
I was just sharing facts, and especially the fact of this Tyrannos individual.
You want facts. You want facts? Well, let's go over the facts, shall we? Let's take a look at your group. We have the lizard. What's your name? Flit, that's right. Whose very existence resulted in the extinction of her people. You have the one who couldn't even save the one they loved most, as he looks to Lily. I hear drowning is a terrible fate. I can't imagine that fear. And back on an earlier topic, you want to throw half-baked attempts, insults at my, what was it, daddy issues? They pale in comparison to that hot mess as he points at Rovan. Yes, that's right. I know all about your group.
And yet, you are leaving out very, very divisive details that make that I'm actually kind of curious as to what you actually know as to what actually happened. But we're going on a tangent here.
He smiles.
Don't play
Corvin
this
Alakir. Where even to begin with you? Cocky, arrogant.
The fact that I am probably having inflated ego because I'm very insecure of my own place in this universe, as well as a 1 in a million amongst a very large family trying to stand out, and yet I conflate that with talking about myself. Where do you want me to end? Because I have actually worked on these things, as well as a multitude of others, and you, sir, are distracting from everything, and I cannot understand why you're even trying to insult us like this. He says this, like, the cocky smile, like, fades, and, like, a more, like, serious expression appears on his face. He's done playing, like, no insight is needed. He's not playing it. He's done playing this game. And trying to stoke upon said ego is the worst thing you could possibly do at this point, sir.
He's still smiling as he looks to you. I've heard all about the new change in leadership in Nivelis. How deliciously exploitable. All you've done, still outdone by some crying whore. It's at that point that you see Kore reach over and grab the key from Zarek.
Corvid stops her. Once again, another false truth. Though, at least when I'm trying to insult you, let me rephrase. At least when I'm trying to insult, I actually know more than I let on. You, however, are only meeting us halfway.
He's still sitting there, smiling.
You truly know nothing, do you? Know nothing of anything about us.
He looks to Kore. The exile. That perfect little village doesn't seem so perfect with each passing day, huh? Oh, the fate that will befall that precious little family of yours. And Kore begins to, like, shove past you, Corbin. You think that's funny? Do you think that's funny? As she begins to go and unlock the door, does anyone stop her?
Yep. I'm stopping her. If no one else does.
Ravon will assist in holding her back.
I'll say the two of you are able to hold her back Ravon is there. And as Kore begins to pull against you two, Zarek goes, Kore, we still need him. Kore scoffs. Yes, you hear that, sweetheart? You need me. And to answer your question, I may be funny, but we both know that I'm not the Joker here. And Kore spits what appears to be a frozen glob of water at him, and it pings him in the face. It is going to do 3 damage as a trickle of blood now begins to trail down his face. I don't know. You're the one looking pretty stupid to me. She finally backs off.
And beaten.
He slowly raises his hand, and with the shirt that he's holding, he kind of lifts it and wipes away a bit of the blood. He's still sitting there, smiling.
Deflection, insults. Also trying to attack us personally. That is a all too familiar trick of the Hellfire Assembly. Granted, Lucian was a lot more... what's the word in common? Cooperative when it came to working with us.
You think you're so clever just because you know my lineage, my blood. I'll be honest with you, once you really begin to think about it, it's not that big of a fucking surprise. You're not asserting yourself by dropping his name.
Just trying to work out whatever it is going to take to be nice in this scenario.
May I roll an insight?
Sure, what are you trying to insight?
I want to see his reaction when we started bringing up King Wrexham.
Roll insight.
21.
There is a weird mixture of hatred for the name, but at the same time, there is this not even a face that he's putting forth. It's almost like he's burying that hate for some semblance of passion. Almost like he's been waiting for somebody to have this conversation with him.
We basically got the murderer who's just dying to tell us how he did it.
Y'all got Hannibal Lecter right now in front of you, pretty much. Hello, Clarice.
Fava beans.
And then he kind of looks past y'all, and he looks to Diana. Don't think I don't see you back there, the golden child, who gets further from the truth at every step they take. Sheltered, alone. Our Lady has great plans for you in particular. And Diana puts on a brave face, but she admittedly is a bit shaken by that. As she kind of leans into you, Flint, she goes, what could he be talking about?
No idea. Something in the press? What do you mean? I'll bite the bullet. What do you mean by that?
Well, every tool has its place, and those who can't meet the status quo, well, they're simply removed from the table, but sometimes you just have to wait for the right moment to grab that particular tool.
I'm writing this down. Okay. So, some sort of delayed use to be held on for later?
He shrugs. I'll be honest, not even I know the specifics, I just know she has. Our Lady, she has great ambitions. Wondrous even, truly.
You were quite willing to secede the position to her once she came around. That couldn't have been more than a couple years ago.
Who am I to deny your queen? Me, the soldier. Like I said, every tool has its place. And to which Corey goes, at least you can admit you're a tool.
Thank you. I was thinking that in my head is an absolutely Corey line.
That I was gonna say that felt way too easy for Corbin.
He's
By the
still
way,
just
Corbin.
sitting there, smiling. What's Corbin doing?
The moment she says that, like he's still like looking towards he's still looking towards Amadeus, but Corbin will definitely like raise his hand to high five Corey.
He's still sitting there smiling, and after a few moments he goes, is this your first interrogation?
One that's no, the first one that we've actually tried to not use violence for, trying to be better than supposed those in the upper echelon.
Oh, lucky me. I am saved by the wrath of Exilia Regalia. Don't be coy. You know you need me.
Not really.
Quite frankly, we kind of already know a lot, and we just need to double check a few things. Your role is kind of inconsequential at this point.
You're really more of an annoyance more than anything at this point.
Then why don't you just stick a fork in it? What is with the role play? I don't understand. And as you guys continue this conversation, with every step, this is very much not the man you've been speaking to. Beforehand, he's been serious, composed. Now it's like you're talking to a different person.
What kind of person, if you don't mind me inquiring?
Roll an insight check. Anyone
Yeah,
wants
that's
to.
one. All right.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe.
14.
Before I roll mine, can I
Uh-huh.
use my empathetic guidance?
Yes.
Ooh, good time for this.
Not bad.
Because my insight is shit. $17 plus 5, so...
Hey, Lily.
Yes.
Roll with advantage.
Oh.
Oh.
So just roll it again?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Smile.
Smile. Flit and Corvin. It almost feels like
Lily?
you're talking to Oz.
Lily had a 22.
Yeah, 17 plus the 5.
Oh, I thought that was with the 5. Never mind.
Yeah. No, you
so
you
Lily-
mixed me.
Lily, you would get that as well. It's almost like you're talking to Oz. Weirdly similar. But you know it can't be, right? He's fanatical, almost maniacal in his speech now. What is with the foreplay? If you're going to dispose of me, just do it. I mean, you just admitted it. I have no purpose, so why keep me around?
Hey, Tar.
Uh-huh.
With that in mind, would I... Hang on, let me double check. Would True Sight see behind disguises from changelings?
That is a good question.
Because I'm looking at the spell, it just says the ability to see what things as they actually are. It just gives me True Sight.
But True Sight has the answer. Like the actual stat of True Sight.
True
It
sight.
says you can.
Go ahead.
It says you can. Okay, sorry. You can perceive the original form of a shape changer or a creature transformed by magic.
Yes. By that logic, it would.
Man, I hate using this spell at this level, but with how paranoid he is, Corvin's going to cast True Seeing on himself.
Okay. You throw up True Sight. You look over this man. And there's nothing underneath. This is not Oz, which is information in itself. You will see, though, with the True Sight, you can still see the almost like black aura of the pendant that Zarek has with him, almost like seeping out of his side satchel, and almost like wanting to funnel its way over to Amadeus, but it can't. In terms of the man before you, it seems to be him.
How far is the pendant from Amadeus at this point? Like
From
Like the other side of the room?
Amadeus, it's about probably just short of 15 feet.
Corvin will immediately clock the pendant. double checking something. Okay. He's going to use minor illusion to make it seem like that it just evaporated. Like with a flick of his wrist, he's going to use minor illusion to make it seem like that it went out the window. Not out the window. That like it dissolved into nothingness.
Well, for the record, nobody can see the pendant. You just know where it is because one, you saw Zarek put it in his satchel, his side satchel, and you with your true sight, you can see the like almost black, like residual aura flowing out of the bag. Almost like a smoke.
Okay, that is my bad. I'll redact that.
You're all good.
But yeah, he'll just make a note of it and just let this fucker just keep talking.
He actually after that he just stops. He's just looking at you all expectantly.
You want to know why you're still around? Because we aren't the ones that are going to exact justice from you. We're not the ones you wronged.
He looks to you, Flit. Finally, a threat I can get behind. You're better at this than your friends, that's for sure.
Let me ask something. I consider myself a bit of an empathetic person. And as much as I really dislike you, I don't think that you are without empathy or connections or anything. So let me ask you, how did it feel all these years planning to stab Cedric in the back, someone who was once your brother in arms?
How did it feel? What are you, a therapist now? Asking me
kinda
about
always
my
have-
feelings?
I kind of always have been.
How did it feel? It felt relieving. And simply
Relieving?
that. It feels like a weight's been lifted from my shoulders. Now I just have to simply wait out the clock. I treasured that man long ago, but no longer.
So you seem to just not have any care about your being, about the plan, about everything that's going on. No attachment to anything.
Dear, the only thing that matters in this world is power. A lesson I'm sure a few of you have learned looks over at Rovan. I can see the darkness in your soul, soldier. Though you try so hard to hide it. May I ask you a question? As he's looking at Rovan.
What?
You and I are more alike than you think. We've both sold our souls to devils. Though, yours didn't come with power, did it? Yours came with what? Safety? I can't quite tell, but I can see it all the same. You've let a dark hand touch your shoulder, all with the intent of killing your own father. How does that make you feel? Let's flip the script a little bit, asking me how I feel about betraying my friend. Tell me, after you kill your father, Daddy Dearest, what is next? How do you explain that to Mother? Brother? Dear sister. She's getting married, by the way. Congrats. Mazel tov, even. Once you're packed with this... I can't quite tell the name, nor am I going to hazard a guess. With whoever this dark hand is, once you have fulfilled this pact of yours, how are you going to live with yourself?
I don't know. Ravon will kind of step up to the prison. In all honesty, I don't know. My biggest problem is, for a long time, I don't think ahead on things. I charge brashly. And it ends up biting me in the ass. Even now that I'm trying to think about everything, I don't know. I could say something easy, one day at a time. But that's just a lie. Or at least, only half a truth. I will never know. Until I get to that bridge. And even then, it might be burning as soon as I take the first step. The action I took, it might very well damn my soul. And I can't even lie. So much of me wishes at points that if I ever were to fulfill something, that this pain does not get passed on to anyone.
As you speak, Ravon, his smile finally fades and withers away. I respect your honesty. He nods while he's kind of just looking at you.
What about you? He's actually gonna try sitting on the ground to look at him. You ever take Faustius into consideration when you made this?
He's quiet for a moment. Everything I do is for that boy. Though he hates me for it. I can't say I don't understand it. The hatred. Let's be honest with ourselves here. I'm not a good person, but things I'm doing are for a better place for him to live. I will make sure that no one is able to step over him. I think I've got done. If the broken ribs are a sign, I think I've done quite well of that.
Would you like some truth? As he looks to Amadeus.
Well, I can't exactly say no, can I?
You are free.
Then
I cannot.
I politely decline.
Of course. I'll say at least you did raise that boy well. He has grown into a fine warrior. He has done much, and honestly, I can see he has respect for you. At least, that. Though I'm fairly certain he is dead in the future.
Is that a threat?
No. We saw things before we undertook this mission.
Rovan,
Hmm.
I need to know, before you say any of what you're about to say, are you sure you want to do this?
Could I have at least a minute to chat with the goons above game about this?
Sure.
Thank you. Guys?
No!
Okay.
Damn! I was going to be more tactful, but I thought that was pretty funny.
Oh.
That is not something we should honestly be sharing just to anyone other than our closest allies, truth be told. And even our closest allies, I don't really want to share it more with, I don't really want to share it more than with who we did.
I understand. The only reason I'm even thinking about this, it's just being honest.
I see your thought process, though, Frost. I do see your thought process.
He at least deserves to have some honesty.
Does he?
I think you could probably phrase this in a way where it's like, because I know what you're going at. You're like, hey, you set up the guy that, you set up your son as an enemy of the people you support, and he's probably not going to live through it. Is that kind of what I'm getting through?
It's either he's gonna get. We don't know what his fate is, but he was probably murked. He either died in this war, or Aurelia got rid of him.
Yeah,
We don't
really need to go with, hey, we're from the future angle for that. We could just say, point out that it's likely that if you just keep going, or if you win, he will probably die.
Alright. Does anyone have any objections? Or does anyone have any idea how I could phrase it? Like, I do like what you said, CG, and I can probably use that. I'm just wanting to gauge everybody.
I'm with CG on that. Like, the best way I think is going about it, because I see what you're trying to do. It is exactly you're setting this person up to die, pretty much. Without saying that we've pretty much seen that happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could say something along the lines of, How do your allies know, I don't know, your friends from your foes at this point? They'll probably think that Faustius is with the opposition.
But another soldier.
Yep. What's another Faustius is a soldier in this war. What's another soldier's life perish? Or something.
Alright. Okay. I think I have my idea now on how to rephrase this. If it's already due turn, I'd like to kind of go back in, but kind of rewind a bit.
Okay,
My apologies.
you're good.
Ravon's gonna take a deep breath and go, "You care for that boy. And you know he is not going to follow you. Do you know your allies from your enemies?
Yes, I'm sitting in a room full of them.
I mean, the Blood Talons. Do you truly know them? Their stories?
Stories is all that we are, he says, finally, like, properly leaning over. Every person in this world they are a story. All it takes is a moment for one to sit down and read.
Then you know how your son's story is going to end then. He's going to die on that battlefield. At best. If your side wins, he's going to die violently by the hands of your allies, by your benefactors. I am not going to threaten you. There is no point. But you know that I am at least trying to speak truth to you. From one warrior to another, we both know he will go down swinging.
I respect you for attempting to... I respect you for giving such warm words, care, and respect to my boy. Especially considering your last, one-on-one interaction. That being said, if he is the price for a better world, I would pay it without a second thought. Could you say the same?
He takes a deep breath. Another corpse to be thrown upon the funeral pyre of the old world. Right.
I'm doing what needs to be done. If that is the price, no. There is no price that is too high. Not for order.
Ravon just shakes his head and just goes, "That is where the two of us differ. There is a price that is too high."
Like one's own soul, right? He says, smiling again.
No. This is my choice. I do not choose the fate of another. I will live with my consequences. And just looks at Amadeus. But I give myself. I will not use another.
He just quietly nods to himself.
Yeah, roll insight.
Sure,
I kind of want to get a gauge of his state of mind right now.
sure. Roll insight. Anyone who wants to.
19.
Eighteen.
Ten.
Ruvan, would you like to roll?
Yeah. I'd like to roll. $19.
Y'all are not getting through to him. He doesn't feel persuaded to give y'all info. He sees no reason to. But there is a shimmer of respect that he is currently extending to Rovan. But that is all it is. Now, do your friends have anything else to berate me with, or are we done here?
I'm thinking of something at the moment above game. I'm not quite there yet.
Corey kind of says, look, you're just lucky that you're in there and I'm out here, and the rest of these goons are keeping me from getting to you. You're just lucky that you're out here and we're in there, and I'm out here, you're in there. I can Scooby-Doo
Where's
that.
the caveman?
Where's the caveman?
Not really a reason to talk when someone has nothing left to live for.
I have a question.
Is that an above game question or a question for him?
Question for him.
Okay.
We
Go
talked
ahead.
about what happens if things go your way and you get your orderly world. We haven't explored what happens if you lose. You get the same world that you are in now. One with all this chaos that you so dislike. Now your son is the son of a traitor. Son of someone who sold out an entire nation, a nation that he serves in it. You take a pretty negative look on the world. I mean, we know that, just given your allegiances. What would happen if he were to continue with that brand throughout his life?
Oh no, you misunderstand. My son may be the son of a traitor. He may be, so I could say 1,000 things, but more than that, he will be known as the man who brought his traitor's father down. Now that seems more like a prize worth toting around, a title, if you will. Maybe he'll get a big fancy position. Maybe
Did
he'll
you?
take my job.
Did you?
You know, aside from aside from the ice to the forehead, I think that's the most damage any of you have done yet.
You are. I will give you credit. You certainly seem to be more loving of your son than your father was of you.
And we're back to this.
Oh, I'm not staying here long. I'm just
I
wondering.
am appreciative of it because you and I both know we shouldn't bother wasting our time. Either hit me, ask me a question, or leave me alone.
Quite frankly, I'd rather leave you alone. I'd rather go back to Dragon's Reach and rid the entire kingdom of your name, of your accomplishments. Just give them to somebody else who's probably worth more. Rid your story from the annals of history. Have your story pretty much be non-existent. Because that seems to be what this is all about. Leaving your mark.
I'd rather kick you in the dick, says Corey.
Quite frankly, I'm leaning towards it at this point.
The door's right there. You have the key. What am I going to do? Stop you?
Quite frankly, we have better things to do. He's not cooperating.
No, please stay. I've got so much to talk about, and this is frankly the most interesting part of my day thus far. Why cut it short?
Because you're stalling. Stalling for time. Stalling for us to waste hours talking to you. You know what's at stake. You know the time. Why should we even bother?
How many men, monsters, maybe even his Filikin, do you think Cedric has killed? No. Corey goes, alright, that's it! Does anyone stop her?
Yeah, stopping.
Assisting.
Okay. Corey starts fucking foaming like a rabid animal.
Let me at him! Let me at him!
Would it be bubbling?
She's turning
You
red.
actually...
She's steaming, literally. And I was told that I was the child. Funny how the turns table. I don't think that's the saying, but that's not the point.
No.
I heard it in a screenplay one time. Not a screenplay. I heard it in a production one time. It was called The Workplace.
Shut the fuck up.
Sorry, that one was for me. We can cut that out. That's in the director's cut of this game.
Let's curb your enthusiasm here.
It's in the deluxe with flair edition.
The director's commentary.
So, above game, he is. I don't think we've got anything to make him talk, which is admittedly what we kind of thought would happen. But we also haven't really asked him anything. We've been really dancing around the bush.
Corbin asked a few questions, but neither of them he.
Yeah, no, the fucker deflected me, and at this point,
one of them he didn't even address. He just moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's leaving a bad taste in his mouth right now, and he is like above game. He's wasting our time because he knows that Cedric dies in 1 week.
I've got an idea to not really crack, but
Before you do that,
something
Corvin, roll me an insight check. I promise I'll get to you, J. Frost.
Oh no, you're good.
22.
He's absolutely wasting your time. there's a chance that you could get info out of him, but it won't matter if Cedric dies and all of it was for naught.
Pretty much that's how Corvin is feeling right now.
Yeah, you're completely in the right. He's fucking about. More than that, he almost seems to be hoping y'all will get violent against him, maybe even kill him. There's a weird intrigue there.
Corvin looks to his group. Why should we waste the effort for someone who isn't going to help? We have better things that we need to be doing, and better things that we need to be doing as well.
I think you're right.
Before that, real quick, Jay Frost, what were you going to say?
I was gonna ask him a question.
Sure.
If you guys are alright with it.
Yeah.
Ravon's kind of been silently mulling everything that's been going on, and then he just kind of looks at Amadeus and goes, "You said stories are just brief things that are told. Yes? Yes?
Sorry, I was answering your DM. What was the question?
Asking Amadeus. He's asking, stories are just brief moments that are told, yeah?
Like portraits? Like pictures in a book?
How about I ask you a story?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
I don't care about your father. I don't care about prior regime. What about your mother, May Felbrim?
Rovan, you say that name. And for the first time thus far, despite anything that anyone has said, including yourself, this seems like it's visible on his face. This is the first time you've got to him. Roll a thing on my end. Okay, that's high enough. He looks like he wants to get mad, like he wants to tear from this cage and rip you all apart. But he knows he can't. And so he just sort of slumps back up against the wall. I would threaten you for even bringing up my mother's name, but we all here know that I am powerless in this circumstance. So what, you want to know about my mother? You wouldn't be the first.
Anything and everything. Before you betrayed everyone and everything you held dear, it seemed like she raised what once was a good man.
She didn't raise me. No. You got it twisted. Here, I'll tell you what. If you don't know anything about my mother, you come back and you tell me, because that will be a first for me. The only thing I know is that she was taken advantage of by a drunk, stupid fool, and she didn't know better. She was a handmaiden. That's really the whole story, isn't it? I didn't find that book in the library, no. That story's been checked out for some, I don't know, 50 plus years now. But if you find it, you find that book, you come back and you feel free to tell me. Feel free to read it, in fact. Anyone who wants to roll insight can.
Please.
And thank you.
Nat 1.
Natural 20!
13.
Flit, you're like, damn, this is weird. He's a lot more into this than he was. Huh, wonder what caused that. The rest of you, though, I mean, obviously that was the weak point. Rovan hit a nerve, and Amadeus is... It's almost like more than being angry or upset that Rovan brought it up. It's almost like he's venting something that he's held inside for a long time. Something he's never really been able to tell anyone. And y'all can presume that's because he hasn't had anyone to talk to this about. Because no one knows who he is. He's been trying to keep it a secret. But secrets are a two-way street. You keep them from getting out, you keep information from getting in.
I see. You don't know anything about her. My condolences, then.
He looks like he goes to say something, like he wants to, but he just takes a deep breath. And he lays down on his side. He reaches over and he grabs his pillow and he puts it under his head and rolls away from you all. He knows there's nothing to do. There's nothing he can do to stop y'all, but he's doing it anyway.
Hey, Tart.
Uh-huh.
Is there like any? You said that the only thing in the room that even radiates anything magical is the pendant, right?
Correct. Aside from y'all and Zarek.
Okay. I had to double check just in case he's just in case he has something on him that didn't get relieved of him upon entering the cell.
True Sight does not necessarily reveal magic in that way. True Sight's weird in that it doesn't reveal like magical auras. But I like to kind of skirt past that every now and again for the sake of scenes like this. And for this, no, you wouldn't see any sort of magical radiance or anything really radiating off of him or anything he would have.
Okay.
Mans don't even got shoes.
Unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate. So above game, I'm okay with... I have one or two more things I can ask. But I'm also okay with just kind of moving on from here with a little bit if we get nothing from the idea I have.
I have a silly thought, but I don't think everyone's gonna like it.
Or am I like
Me,
it?
No, in fact, she will fucking want to break Corbin's spine in half
Ah, I see.
for even suggesting it.
Yeah. I'm okay with the one thing, and then we can just move on if that's all right.
Yeah, do your thing. Here's my vote.
Tell you what, I don't quite believe that. I don't quite believe that you'd harbor a demon in that pendant that she gave you and just mean nothing to you, but you seem to be interested in what happened with her, so we do have at least some info on her. Share it for a question.
First, he's going to insight you.
I believe we do have one piece of info on her.
Yeah, we. Now that I'm looking back at the lore drop, we know what happened to her at the end.
7. So he's not going to suspect that. He's seemingly not going to suspect that you hide that from him. So now you, Flit, get to make a persuasion check.
Oh boy! $19.
Woo!
He sits up. He looks to you. You get 1.
All right, I'm gonna make it a good one.
No fluff, no sass.
Absolutely. I'm looking over everything that we've got. And I think, genuinely, the most important thing that we would want to know right now, unless anyone has any other ideas, I think I want to know if the Hellfire Assembly is here. And who.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Flit will look to Amadeus. Besides yourself, what members of the Hellfire Assembly are here in Zorn and Vaco and everywhere around here?
Good question, he says, nodding. There are none present here in Vaco, nor in Zorn, to my knowledge. However, what's news of... I'm sure by now news of your being here has reached... God, I can't talk for some reason. Has reached Skull, and thus likely reached the rest of the Assembly. I'd expect that they would... that at least 1 or 2, maybe more, would make their presence here known, or, frankly, if it were me, now that you're here, and, well, Dragon's Reach is left undefended, that's just a guess, though. That's what I would do, but I'm not them, am I? You have me here.
That we do. And as I'm writing this down, but I believe we had a deal. And you want to know, we know what happened to your mother, what her final days were.
He looks disappointed. Oh. I guess I expected too much.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
It is a piece of info that we can trade, and we are being truthful. But let's not forget that we found you out. We figured you out soon as we got here. There's no reason that we can't dig a little deeper for more information.
You know, part of me wants to believe you. It really does. But you and I both know you are needed elsewhere.
You're right. We are needed elsewhere. But that doesn't mean that we can't come back. Who knows? If we survive, we might have some free days where we can look into more about May Felbram. But even so, disappointed as is, the information that we have is that she, well, met an unfortunate end within a jail cell while you were out fighting.
Sentenced away by her own father, yes. By my own father, yes. I'm well aware.
From what I understand and from what the information told me, wasn't just that she withered away, though. At least above game, I think that's the case. It's not that she spent the rest of her days down there. She had something worse happen. But that is all I can provide for now. And I think it's alright with you. You are absolutely correct. And we are wasting time. And Flit is going to walk away.
He slumps back up against the wall and says nothing. On the way out, Corey looks to you, Flit, and goes, "We're just gonna start giving that asshole information? After everything he's done?"
Flit's gonna look back to Corey a bit out of earshot. Oh, we're gonna beat the crap out of him again. But gives him something to, gives him a reason to not be a smarmy jerk.
I don't like it. I guess.
Me? Tell you what. Next time we go in, and next time we have information, you can absolutely break a bone every time we trade something.
Corey squints. Deal.
A deal in the presence of a fae is legally binding by the soul.
You're not part of this conversation!
I have these big ears for a reason, you know.
I was about to say, it's almost like y'all are in one room.
Hey, I said I walked off.
Where?
I thought I left.
It was as y'all are leaving, there's still a staircase. A big old
Fair enough.
Staircase.
Fair enough.
Can I do one quick thing before we leave?
Sure.
I would like to at least address it. Amadeus one last time. Just go. My friends will at least do their best. You at least deserve to know the truth.
He looks at you, Rovan, but he says nothing.
Can I insight him on that last?
Sure. You don't get anything from him, but you do know that he likely has been trained to, in this situation, keep his emotions hidden away for the sake of his duty.
He'll
You're not
nod.
gonna get anything out of him.
He'll nod. And he'll just turn away and just go. Until next time.
As you all begin to leave, Zarek will look to you all. I appreciate you all making an effort to extract information from him. I'll see what I can do with our remaining time here. See if I can get anything out of him, but I'm not holding high hopes. But if I do, you'll be the first to know.
To be fair, I'm kind of in the camp of this feeling like a lost cause, but who knows, maybe there'll be some actual progress being made.
To be completely honest,
I'll make it.
I truly think at least he should know everything about his mother. Everything that we can find out.
Deserve is a strong word, says Korai. What I think he deserves is another icy loogie across the face.
And a swift kick in his dick, shins, and, I don't know, something specific, armpits.
Which, can we actually talk for a moment how that was really cool? I hadn't thought about doing that before, but
It was actually pretty nice.
pretty ice.
But
Yeah. I mean, you did say it was cool.
You know, I as Joe am laughing on the inside, but I as Corbin groan at the self-proclaimed abuse of the common language.
Oh, come on, why the frosty reception?
I don't know, Frost.
Zarek speaks up. I will remain here with him until my regard returns. Zaros will show you all out. I suggest you finish up any last minute business, and then when you're all ready, go meet with Theon. He told me that he has your way of infiltrating Zone.
Understood. Hey, Zarek,
Yes.
there's a final bit of information we can at least give you. If you have any way of being able to detect undead or anything, I would suggest having that at the ready whenever it comes to guard duty. You never know if someone manages to slip in.
Believe me when I say that I will be utilizing my remaining paladins and clerics to their full efficiency.
He nods.
And as you guys leave the premises and are escorted out by Commander Zaros, you guys have just a little bit of time, just a wee bit of time, to do any last minute prep. Flit, I know you wanted to do something, so we'll do that first while the rest of you think about anything you might want to do.
Okay. I'm ready when you are.
Give me one moment.
Ooh.
Actually, before you do that, I'm going to quickly go up to Ravon.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Ravon.
Oh, you? What's up, Lee?
I was wondering, do you have a pair of gloves on you, perchance?
A pair of gloves. Oh yeah, hold on. And he kind of reaches into his bag and he's like, hold on. They're somewhat deep.
I'm
in
looking
here.
for a specific pair.
I have the ones from the thing.
Oh, from me. Those'll do.
Okay. And he kind of just reaches into the bag and he just pulls out the gloves and he's just like, here you go. Oh, hold on one second. And he kind of takes like a little snack wrapper that was attached to him off. And he's like, sorry, I got hungry.
no worries. And Foot's going to take the gloves. I'll see you guys in a bit, okay? And Foot's going to walk off.
Okay. Where do you go, Flip?
I think Foot would find an isolated spot in Vaco, somewhere near Vaco where there are probably not trees given the nature, but plant life, wildlife, everything around her.
There is in the midst of the cemetery where you guys were before, there is what could be considered a small park. It's more than likely just open terrain for if they need to dig more graves, but it currently at this moment stands barren and is it's not full grass, but there is some grass.
Mm-hmm.
Some odd flowers. There's a small tree.
That'll do.
Okay.
Lit is going to walk to this park. She's going to feel the wind brushing against her scales. She's going to smell the scent of nature on the breeze. She's going to look at the flowers. She's going to sit in the grass. She's going to pull out the gloves and look at them. Did it? Well, we took the first step at least, but I did what you asked. We did what you asked. I don't know where you are. I don't know if you are in the great beyond, if the future that you are a part of existed, never existed, anything. But he's a proof. You mattered. Your struggles, your sorrows, everything you did, everything you fought for was as real as you and me. And in that sense, your will, dreams, your hopes, they were real too. She tears up a little bit. You gave them all up for us. Every bit. She's going to she's going to look for a flower. And she's going to look for some pollen, some seeds, anything.
You are
She's
able.
going to-
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You are able to find a few not very super intriguing flowers, but a few like daffodils, a tulip.
She is going to find a small spot out of the way from the other flowers. She's going to use mold earth, and she's going to dig a small hole. She's going to pull out the dirt from the inside and begin to fill both of the gloves. And then she's going to place a seed from some of the flowers nearby. She'll pick a vibrant red tulip. And she's going to pick some absolutely elegant blue posies. She's going to put one seeds for each in each of the gloves. She's going to plant them. Some old earth to put them back together. We won't let things turn out like it happened with you. And I want this what I can. I want you to know that you mattered. That we mattered. That we make a difference in this world. And I want you to know, I want you wherever you are to shout into the heavens that we will succeed. That you will succeed. That I will succeed. And above all else, tell the infinite void of existence that you are real. And you mattered. She is going to plant the seeds and the flowers in the gloves. And she is going to remain looking at them until the time is come to reunite with the rest of the party.
Flit, you spend several minutes here in this place with nothing but your thoughts, hoping that your words went out and reached someone. Whether it was this version of you that you met, if they ever existed to begin with. You can't really know, you can only hope. And as time passes, so too does your realization that it is time to meet with the rest of your group once again. And you move back to find them. Who would like to attempt to follow that up?
At this point, like, between CG and Punk, I can't follow shit, man.
I didn't know any of what CG was going to do right there. He just said, "Hey, I wanted to do a scene with Flit," and I said, "Okay."
Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, never mind.
So does anyone have anything else they would like to do before coming back together once more? Any final prep or any scenes that they would like to have? Going once? Going twice?
Question.
Yes.
Where's the Chroma Guard?
You guys have not seen them yet, but based on what Zarek has told you, you're presuming that they're getting to work. They're busy.
Okay, so it would probably not be a great idea to talk to them.
You could, if you really wanted to. It would just take you a minute to seek them out.
Oh, good. Also, oh, CG!
Did you want to seek them out?
Yeah, sure.
Corvin would help out Ravon.
Okay. Alright. You both working together, you are easily able to find the Chroma Guard, who, funny enough, happened to be with Theon. They seem to be discussing next steps and are in the process of getting things moving. As they see you two approach, Theon goes, "Ah, where's the rest of your group?"
They'll be here shortly. Theon, if you don't mind, would it be alright if we talk to the Chroma Guard for a quick second?
Oh, yes, please, go right ahead. I'll just be over here when you need me.
Thank you, Theon.
Aldrich turns to the two of you. I'm actually glad you sought us out. I wanted to thank you before you all. Well, it sounds like you all are going to be heading to Zorn.
First things first, just wanted to give our deepest apologies about the current situation that we are currently in without Amadeus. Don't need to, we just don't want to be putting more on your shoulders than you're currently dealing with.
The sympathy is, or the thought is appreciated. Regardless, we wanted to thank you for, well, your discovery, he says, making sure nobody's tuning in. Had we not made that discovery and had we not stopped what he was planning, who knows how many more would have died by his hand. So thank you, truly. And Aldrich will put his hand out to shake both of yours.
We'll shake?
Faustius will also kind of come over and look to you, Ravon. Last time you and I had a conversation proper, it, well, didn't exactly end well.
No, you did pretty good on your right hooks.
Thank you. I take a bit of pride in my hooks, but
Your left needs a little work though, as he kind of makes a smile.
You know, I was going to apologize, but now you've got me striving to work even harder. So you know what? Fuck you. But
Oh, believe me.
for real though, in a moment of seriousness, my father, quotes, air quotes, has always been a hard ass. But you're right to call me out on treating the troops the way I did. I'm trying to embolden them. I'm trying to harden them for the horrors ahead, for what's coming, but if that makes me a monster like him, well, that's no good for anyone, is it?
The entirety of an army's morale hinges upon many factors. One of the biggest, of course, is that of their commanders and where they sit. You are trying your best, though I believe the best approach would be more to strengthen them where their weakness shows, not with too much criticism, but constructive. You are doing just fine, Faustius. How are you holding up, though?
It's taking every bit of willpower I have to not go down there and beat that man within an inch of his life, which I'm sure your friend Corey is probably feeling similar.
That is an understatement.
Oh, a nice loogie here, a broken bone there.
So I am at this moment attempting to keep myself busy.
Understandable.
He'll put his hand out to you, Rovan. I want to move past our last encounter, if it is all the same to you.
I see no reason not to look past it. Besides, he kinda just takes his hand firmly and he shakes and he goes, "We're all just doing our best in a war of, well, war of poor choices.
Isn't that the truth? Well, regardless, you and your friends stay safe, and we will see you all in a few days, right?
I believe so. Make sure you are at least trying to keep yourself alive. Don't do anything too reckless.
Oh, I have no intention of dying today or tomorrow
You
or
best
any
not.
time soon.
You best not. After this war, I want to seek you and the others out.
We'll be done. And as you do are kind of finishing up this conversation, Hildegard Duskstone slowly leans into the frame with the coy smile on your other side, Corvin.
Yes. What can I do to help?
He give you anything yet?
No. In fact, he was deliberately deflecting.
Yeah, that sounds about
So-
right.
Sorry, I had to stop myself. The alliteration is the absolute work of assholes. Anyway,
Damn, fuck CG, I guess.
This is what I come back to.
CG, who loves alliteration.
Always and always.
Don't
Listen-
take it
listen.
too personally. He's been through a number of interrogations before on both sides, so don't worry about it.
Oh, trust me, I'm not going to, especially after I make do on my promise to him when we were down there.
Oh, making secret deals?
More like, well, here's the thing. He thought I was making a threat. I intend to go through with it.
Ah, a promise, rather. Love it.
Yes, and I don't know how much you know about Phase, but once we are bound to a promise, it's something that is damn near impossible to break, so I'll take good pleasure in making sure that he is stricken from the annals of history.
Well, I look forward to seeing how you can do something as large as life as that, but it's neither here nor there. I hear you guys are leaving. It's going to be a right shame. It feels like you guys were just here yesterday.
Ahaha. That is amusing, but yes, we are going to be heading out here in a moment to, well, see what we can do against the Shattered Sun.
Well, if you want my advice, things go poorly, don't be afraid to cut and run. I hear things are bad over there, and we don't want to lose you guys before, the big show.
Trust me, we are nothing but resilient and able to. Apologies, Carmen is fading me right now. Able to get ourselves out of hairy situations with no time at all.
After seeing our fight with Amadeus, I believe it.
The funny thing about that is that wasn't everything that we could have done.
Oh, I'm sure. It's not everything I could have done either. Though, nuking a bunch of idiots behind a stone wall was pretty enjoyable.
Flit sneezes off in the distance.
Definitely thank Flitz for that little, what's the word that you call it? A layup?
That's not one I'm actually familiar with, but don't trust you on that. Well, and she'll put her hand out to you. I guess I'll see you soon, alright? A phase promise and all.
We would. Fuck.
Mage armor.
How the hell? How the hell?
Mage
apologize.
armor.
I apologize on that one. I don't know. Oh, fucking. I know what happened. Ignore that.
Okay.
We will do what we can to make sure that we come out all parts, everything intact.
We'll be ready for you. Say the word.
He will nod and just kind of look towards Ravon expectantly, like, "Oh, hey, is there anything else that we're doing here?"
That's my question. Do y'all have anything else?
Nothing that I can think of. The only thing I can think of would probably be like, ask Theon, hey, while we're away, any info about that knife? Please update. Love you, buddy.
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 I am still investigating the dagger, but more trying to. Sorry, I'm lacking on sleep. I am still looking into the dagger, but once I have the finer details as to how exactly it came to be in the possession of Amadeus, I will let you know. Trust me, you'll be the first to know.
Understood. Just don't burn yourself at both ends of this stick. We've already had one dumbass decision done. We don't need another one.
It's still early morning. You're improving your record.
What record? What are you talking about?
You know what, never mind.
Theon!
I think you all should go gather the rest of your friends and come meet up with me.
Gonna go and grab the rest of the goop. Oop, but he's gonna do like the whole squinty eye, like point to both eyes, and then to Theon, just keep doing that as he was walking away.
Corbin, you absolutely knows that Corbin, you know that he is absolutely calling Ravon a dumbass.
Oh no, I clocked that from the beginning.
Lily, before you guys set out, before you meet up with Theon, is there anything you would like to do?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head right now.
That's okay. That's totally fine. Then, if it's okay with y'all, you all will come back together once more. You'll meet up with Theon, and as we begin to delve into that scene, I think that is a good place to take a break.
Woo.
All right.
Thank you all for joining us thus far. We will be back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
What? What?
What? What? We're back.
What?
What?
We return.
Where?
I need to find some music. Let's go with
We
an old
return.
favorite.
We don't frustration.
Yes. So,
Suffocation, no breathing.
as you all begin to meet back up with Theon, he looks at you all and says, "Walk with me." This method of getting into zone I've kept a secret from everyone, including Zara, given the traitor in our ranks. All he knows is that I have a way to get in.
Okay. I'm guessing magical means.
You're half right. You will see.
Oh, all right.
Let's just say that you have not met all of our allies yet.
Oh.
And he will take you all towards the dock district of town and into a empty warehouse. What appears to be an empty warehouse. One that looks like it's been abandoned for some time and looks like it's been taken over by quite a bit of foliage. as you all begin to sort of file on in. It is dank, musty. The sort of humidity from the sun in the rain. The humidity from the rain last night and the sun of the morning has begun to make this warehouse a bit muggy now. Much like yourselves, another ally in our fight against Skull, one who does not wave a militant banner. Are you here? Fangs, you may come out, as he calls out. And stepping out from what appears to be a large shipping container, or what could be associated as a shipping container, appears to be a cat? A whole ass cat.
Like, actual factual cat.
Like an actual factual cat.
Huh?
Hi.
The cat slowly walks up to your group and kind of looks at you all, gives a curious look, and then you watch as it morphs and shapes into a tabaxi.
Ah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Cat got big.
Ooh, that's some nice art.
Ooh.
Oh, hello.
Tart,
Yes.
we are on the Be Right Back screen still.
We sure are. 2
Mute
weeks in
check.
a row I've done that now.
Check to see if you're muted.
Nope.
Okay.
No, and then I'm not muted. That I remembered to do. But, as this figure now stands up in front of you, so these are the ones you have mentioned to me. This, Exilia Regalia. Everyone, this is Fangs. Her services thus far have proven invaluable. You may address her as Hedgewitch. The Bloodlord's intentions threaten the very fabrics that I have sworn to protect. We hunt together. As she sort of nudges Theon a little bit. Yes, of course. She has given us she's been giving us lay of the land these past few months. Or at least, I should say, me, lay of the land. Her intelligence has been helpful in, well, finding more than a few secrets lying in wait. And Fangs kind of begins to get a bit close to y'all, like kind of up in y'all's faces. And you can see she's definitely sniffing a bit. I can smell the good nature in you all.
The moment they get like close towards Corbin, he will just slowly begin to like back himself away with like a very shocked expression on his face. Personal space, personal space.
Fangs will, kind of looking over your group, will stop at you, Flit, and as well as Kore, and will go, fellow beastkin. Rare in these natures.
Flit will respond in Druidic. Hi, I'm Flit. Nice to meet you, Fangs.
Fangs will look at you, especially Flit, and will kind of curl her head a bit, and she'll take your hand, whether it was up or not, and she'll shake it both, and in Druidic will say to you, fellow sister of the moons. A rare sight nowadays, truly.
Flit will be beaming. And she'll just say, actually, never mind. I was going to say something and then I lost it. I remember. She says, I try to do the best I can. You That might be why everyone else here wasn't quite as phased as you might expect for, a cat transformation like that. And she's gonna do a little blep.
Corey kind of leans in. You got any other like cool things you could transform to? Maybe something you could teach the two of us? And Fangs goes, This one may have things to teach you, and perhaps things you could teach me. But that will be a conversation for, how you say it, another day.
Yes, absolutely. Back in common.
Fangs has been working on our secret entrance into Zorn. She's going to be the one to show it to you. I do recommend, though, and he'll go over and he'll pick up what looks like a box. I highly recommend before what comes next, though, you all go ahead and don these. And he puts out what look like leather, like full head, like leather masks. Almost similar to like a gas mask, but without like, it's just the mask. There's no like rebreather attached to it.
Huh. What are these?
These will allow you to breathe underwater.
Oh, I get that.
They're a military issue for a few of our more specialized forces, but they should suit you just fine.
Flet's gonna put hers on, and then realizing that it doesn't quite fit her muzzle. Like, it fits, but just not quite right. She's
It's a little awkward, but you're able to make it work. It'll just take a little getting used to.
fair enough. So she'll go, okay, but if I find this difficult to breathe, I might just give myself gills.
Understandable. You see, it's good that Theon brought this Beastkin along with. Should make easier for travel. Hopefully, well, I suppose it don't matter if you know how to swim or not, but you'll find out. Come, this way. We have much to do. Say your goodbyes to Theon.
Bye, Theon. Best of luck. Just casually glances back in the direction of Zarek's tent, knowing what he has to deal with soon.
Y'all also watch as Corey kind of takes the mask that she's been given, and she kind of is like, "This thing's fucking ugly," and she just throws it to the floor. You'll need that shit. May you all stay safe. We will reconvene in a few days. I'll check on your progress tonight. And then the nights to come.
If I'm able to, I will try and give you as detailed of a report as I can.
He nods. And y'all will split ways with Theon as Fangs leads. Theon will head back into the city, and Fangs will lead y'all down towards what looks to be an empty dock. I need to know real quick, who has put on their mask thus far?
Oh,
Probably Corbin.
Rovon.
Flet will do.
Lily will as well.
Hope you all are not afraid of water. Make sure your belongings are secure.
Wait, so we're actually going in there and swimming there?
You could say swimming. As you watch as she walks up to the edge of the dock, she turns and faces y'all, and she leans back and just falls backwards into the water. For the record, she did not take a mask.
Interesting.
Cool.
There's a moment of quiet as you all kind of stand there waiting for her to resurface. But instead of fangs, what resurfaces is a set of what appear to be giant tentacles.
Ah.
Corbin is very nervous.
I think I've seen this in a Nobilis magazine.
Corbin sweats.
Please do not kill me, Jay Frost.
As the go ahead.
No, go ahead.
As the large form of what is you all determined to be a giant octopus now begins to surface, it kind of looks to you all expectantly.
Flit, with her knowledge of beasts, will hop into the water, and I'm guessing that she is offering to take us there in the form that she is currently in. If I'm getting this correctly, then
no insight
Flit will,
required. Yes.
Flit will graciously accept.
As
Lily
you
will cannonball in the water.
Okay. As you all begin to make your way into the water, Rovan and Corvin, I presume you guys do as well. Corvin maybe a bit hesitantly.
Like, he holds his nose even though he still has the mask on, and he just makes it as he does, and I'll tell you what he does. He's gonna try and make himself feel better by trying to do a flip into the water.
Anyone who's doing tricks, fucking do some performance checks.
Ooh.
Oh.
Corey is definitely gonna do some sick fucking nasty.
Could I
awesome,
fight you with acrobatics?
Yeah, sure, I'll allow it.
Fucking Corbin goes in for a Phoenix Splash.
Could I
23?
do athletics?
No. You're still made of rock, my guy, or at least close to rock.
You know what? No. I'm Moto walking in.
I like a big
You know what?
guy.
Fair enough.
Yeah!
Where's the
Just
hold on?
walks in and sinks.
Where's the fucking gif? Where's the guy who doing the fucking Avengers walk? There we go. Here we go.
Dun, but the dun, 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 dun.
Fucking just
Exactly.
walking into the water.
Flit will just attempt to do a swan dive, that one of those ones that leaves somehow no ripple in the water.
Just whoop.
Be like water, my friend.
Let's see. 17.
17. Okay. Very stylish, y'all.
We are nothing but, if not, fancy.
As y'all begin to enter the water, quickly you all become embraced by sets of tentacles as you are taken into the grasp of fangs. And once everyone is secure, there's a momentary pause before fangs with a large pulse of their body shoots across the water, and y'all begin to zoom. Hey, fun fact, giant squids can do a dash speed of 120 while underwater.
I see.
So y'all quickly begin zooming. I just want just general strength checks from the party.
Okay. Drunk.
I didn't get a chance to say it, but 13. Flit, familiar with aquatic forms, is going to put her hands to the back of her head so she does not get whiplash.
Yes, a good idea.
Yeah. 20.
Nice.
Best
Corbin,
roll
like,
of strength of your life.
Corey with a 15.
right? Corbin, like, notices Flit and tries to do the same, but he just tries to, like, lean up against whatever wall he can.
Well, whatever surface will hold you, which in this circumstance would just be Fangs. As y'all are zooming what appears to be upriver. But not that river, points at river.
I was gonna say that's not very hard. I'm all of 5'4".
Alright, no one under a 10. Good. Love that. Otherwise, this is gonna get real awkward real quick. As you guys kind of brace yourself with what is a lot of... I don't even know if G-force is the right word, but pressure. As you guys are sent cascading through the water at an accelerated rate for... and this is the not so fun part about this travel. Roughly... You're not entirely sure on the exact amount of time, but a few hours. And it is massive, like, pulse forward, slows down a little bit, and then shoots forward again, slows down a little bit, and then again. And it's just that cycle over and over. It's very cool swimming through the water in this way at an accelerated rate, but it is... Ooh. Hey, Rovan.
Yes.
I need a con save, my guy.
Ah, shit. Oh, it's like the teleport thing. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Con save?
Yes.
Please don't vomit. Please don't vomit. I'm wearing a mask. Oh, thank God!
You are able to hold down the inside of your mask. Is safe.
That would be horrid.
Yes. It
Who
would
wants
also be
Data?
hilarious.
You see, a part of me was tempted to say, hey, can I just autofail? But then I remember, wait, mask. No, bad idea.
That is something. This is one of those saves that you don't want to fail. But as you guys continue on forward for a couple hours, 2-3 hours, maybe even inching on 4. You're not exactly sure on the exact amount of time, but before long, you feel, rather than going forward, Fangs mid pulse, like cuts a 90-degree angle into what appears to be a cave underwater. Not big, but a cave nonetheless. It's almost more of an alcove than a cave itself. And you guys quickly find yourselves ashore, in quotes, on the inside of this cave. The cave in itself, it's not a big cave at all. It's 10 feet up to the ceiling at max, and about 10 feet wide. It's 10 by 10. Fangs shifts out of wild shape and into that of their standard humanoid form, and looks to you all. Apologies for not warning you beforehand, but I'm not sure how many of you would have accepted it. And I'm a fan of surprises.
Me too. Flit's... Go ahead.
No, you're talking first.
Flit is going to go over and check on Rovan.
Same with Corbin.
Ron, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, okay. That is just as bad as teleportation.
Oi!
Arguably
Yes.
worse, because you've been dealing with that for a couple hours now.
Oh,
At least teleportation is only a few moments.
Like a split second.
Yeah,
Oh.
approximately 6 seconds.
I don't like traveling underwater.
Is this one going to be okay?
Give him a little bit.
He gets
He'll be
motion.
fine.
He gets motion sick, says Diana.
Okay. Okay, I think I am. He's gonna kinda. Can I prestidigitate the smell of ginger
Sure.
to help me?
Sure. I've never
He's gonna
thought of doing it that way, but yeah, you absolutely could.
He's gonna prestidigitate like the smell of ginger just to help him like keep his stomach in check.
Surprise! It's actually gingerbread.
Mm.
Makes you sicker.
Spoil. Ravon just gets some Sprite inside of the never-ending jug.
Oh god, don't tempt me. Alchemy chug some ginger ale.
Also, another thing, just a point of order. You guys are soaked. For the record, you guys are fucking chilly, and you are pruned.
Corvin is going to use his prestidigitation to fucking blow dryer his fucking clothes and everything on him dry.
Yeah, I presume y'all start doing what you can to dry yourselves, likely with magical means.
Prestidigitation.
He just, like,
makes
puts
me
his-
feel good.
Just like puts his hands out and just that sound is going on.
It's like the fucking the like hand dryers they have in public bathrooms.
Oh god, wait,
Yeah.
are we talking like
Unnecessarily loud.
Oh
Wait.
god, no, it's the one. It's like the ones that are like up on the wall at the gym.
Yeah.
Wait, are we talking the white one with the singular nozzle or the one that you put both your hands in? Like those ones. The gray ones.
The one with the nozzle.
Yeah.
Engage the nozzle.
As you guys kind of begin moving a bit further into the tunnel, and kind of still drying yourself off, Fang sort of begins talking to you guys. I have been working on this tunnel for a bit of time now. This will open up close to the mines. If you seek the one called Zugar, you may locate him there, most likely. But beware, and at this point you're coming up to what appears to be a wall at the back of this cavern. You enter enemy territory. They are likely to discover this entrance and seal it once again. I suggest you move quickly.
You can do that. Where are we headed though?
Above game, this is me directing y'all towards the mines.
Understandable.
Y'all wanted to fight Zugar first, go to the mines.
No, that's fine. I wasn't sure if we were going there first or the let's say headquarters first.
Y'all don't know where the headquarters is.
True.
A reminder, Cage is gonna come find y'all, and I just dropped the name of the inside man, don't worry about it.
Who?
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 Anyways, so the mines, our entrance here. That'll be excellent. Good place to start. So do we need to like stealth our way in?
So, above game. I highly recommend it.
I figured that was the case. And as such, everyone's favorite spell.
Yes. So, Fangs, now I'm all fucked up and I'm mad at myself. Fangs is going to start casting Move Earth. Y'all have 10 minutes. I think it's 10 minutes. Yes. 10 minutes to prepare yourselves to move inward before the cavern opens. So you have 10 minutes of preparation. So if you want to cast spells, do any pep talks, or have any conversations amongst each other, you have 10 minutes to do so. Flit, you obviously will want to do Pass Without Trace.
Indeed.
For the sake of spells, I'll say that their concentration, if they use concentration, that will begin at the end of this 10-minute period. So you don't have to worry about losing 10 minutes here.
Okay,
Because
fair.
that would be unfair and stupid.
Unfortunately for me, everything I have is like a minute.
Anyone else?
Lily doesn't have anything she could actively use.
Roland? Good talk, Ravon.
Frost, you're muted.
Sorry, had to reset my net. Drop for a second.
Nodders, do you have anything you want to prepare in this 10 minutes?
Actually, anything to prepare in 10 minutes? Unfortunately, nothing that I can think of at the moment.
I can provide something if you'd like.
What's up?
For those who do not have something that they want to do, how about a spell scroll of Arcane Eye?
Ooh.
That would be pretty helpful in this circumstance. You got 10 minutes. Diana, in the circumstance, is going to cast Aid.
Ah, bless.
No,
No,
Aid.
wait. Aid.
That's a separate spell.
She is going to cast this at 4th level and give it to Rovan, Lily, and Corey.
Oh.
Understandable.
So instead of 5 hit points, it will be 15 hit points.
That ain't bad.
So I'm just going to make a note on Corey's sheet.
That's pretty good.
It do be pretty good.
Oh, Frost. There
What's
was that one thing that you were talking about. What was it? You were talking about warding Bond the other day.
Ooh. River.
I gave the okay for it, and it's either
Bond
gonna go really fucking
buddies!
good or really bad.
Bond buddies, bond buddies, bond buddies.
Oh, perfect. You're giving me ways to hurt Rovan without having to attack his stupid 27 AC. Please proceed.
Oh yes, by the person who also has a has a 22 AC.
Hey, 22 is still 5 less than a 27.
Hey, you
right?
realize I have ways to boost my AC too?
Yes, but only temporarily. I don't have to worry about it for the whole fight, Smile.
For now.
Oh, don't worry.
For now.
Don't worry. Don't worry, sorry. We'll get there. Yeah, warding bond on Lily.
Warding Bond
That's
is
right.
up.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have a set of platinum rings? No, I'm just kidding.
Do cereal rings count?
I don't know. Are they made of platinum? I don't fucking think so.
They're made with something stronger. The power of friendship.
Rovan actually
I'm
gives Lily a ring pop.
That was what I was
I
going
would
to
love
say.
that.
He just has a couple candy rings and he's just like, oh, here, you might need this.
That's the duration of the hour, is you getting to the end of the ring pop.
Holy fuck. Yo, it takes you an hour to get through a ring pop? Anyways.
Yes? It
Eh.
takes me a few hours.
So real quick, does anyone want the arcane eye? I can't concentrate on it while I'm concentrating on Pass Without a Trace.
I'm not really all that familiar with Arcane Eyes, so...
Here you go. It's a scouting tool.
So basically, if y'all wanted to look ahead to see where exactly you have to go before actually getting in there, this would be a good chance to do it.
Points.
You know what? Fuck it, why not? Corbin would take it up if nobody else wants to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I will go ahead and remove that from my inventory.
Corbin, you begin utilizing the scroll of Arcane Eye, and actually, I'm going to change my music as we go into this next bit. Give me a second. I'm going to go back to what we had at the beginning. Actually, I can begin to be menacing now. Corbin, as you begin to use the scroll of Arcane Eye, and it begins to project onto the other side of this wall, you see what appears to be the Undercroft of Zorn. You see more specifically this area that the eye generates in is filled with equipment, supplies. You see that there are large like machines similar to that of drills every which way. You can see why Fangs was saying that you guys are pretty close to the mines, as this area you're exiting out to is, in fact, well, okay, I didn't need this menacing.
I don't know, it's kind of in the mood.
Okay, I'll leave it.
Yeah,
I'll fucking
I
leave
like
it.
it.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
As it empties out into what appears to be the main, like, supply area for the mines. You can also see, as you look a bit further out, you see what appears to be people working. You see a variety of races. You see humans, dwarves, you see tieflings, gnomes, all the basics, but then you see things like Goliaths. You see Lupin. You see pretty much anything you can imagine being put to, having their teeth put to the grindstone as they are being forced to work here in the mines. And you don't see a lot of orcs, actually. What you do see is a good number of gnolls. Gnoll Lupin. And they are, almost all are equipped with whips, pretty basic armor. You do see a few that are definitely more heavily armored than the rest of their comrades. They have like bulky black iron armor and swords that almost look more like large cleavers. As you begin to sort of coast throughout this area and begin to look deeper in, you begin to hear the sounds of whip cracking, the sounds of pain screams, crying, angry screams of gnolls telling folks to get back to work or things of the sort. You see it on the occasion. You do see like a worker, I'm not going to skirt around it, a slave, buckle over, and a gnoll will come over and begin to start beating them while they're on the ground. The conditions down here are horrible. You're not even in here and you can tell it's hot, musty. There's so many people that you know it must smell horrible with all the sweat and the broken stone. And then as you kind of go a bit further out, you can see off towards what you kind of begin to presume is maybe the northeast, what appears to be a larger section of the Undercroft. And you can see farther beyond that, from where you are, you found a good point where you can see kind of almost like a high point where you can see most of the Undercroft. And as you sort of bring the eye back around and delve deeper into the mines, it is, as you move along, the same cut and paste picture. Poor, beaten workers being put to the grindstone as they are being subjected by these horrifying, brutal gnolls. And then as you continue forward, you come to a larger opening, and with your keen mind feature, you don't really have to worry about keeping track of the direction or anything. That's why I'm sort of skipping over it, because you're going to know how to get here.
I figured as much.
But you do see up higher on what appears to be almost like a... I won't call it a shack, but it's like a smaller building up higher and almost like mounted on the wall with wooden platforms. You see what appears to be this individual looking over, and I will give you there it is. This silver, almost more like gray, furred gnoll with this devastating looking flail in tow.
Ugh.
And he is standing over and watching this large area below as more and more are subjected to work, to the terrible conditions. As your eye sort of comes up and begins to look to him, another gnoll comes and approaches him and goes, "Slave master, you're needed to check on the gnomes. It appears one of them has been acting unsightly." To which the one you know as the slave master, Zugar, goes, "So be it." And you now have a location. Sort of. You have a general idea of where he's going.
Yeah. He is relaying everything as he's seeing it to the party, just to give them a good heads up.
Is around this point, as he is beginning to leave this area and leave the scene, that the spell for Move Earth begins to finish and the path forward is revealed. As Fangs quickly begins to usher you all in. "All right, the way is clear. Go. Good luck, true souls. May Lunas and Caldera be your guiding lights in the darkness."
Lunas and Calderis, you said?
Lunas and Caldera. Y'all would know those as the name of the moons. Then here's two moons.
Right, because she's a Moondra. That
She's Hedge Witch of the Moons. Hello.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hold on, I have a thing.
There is moon lore.
So, Flit isn't really on the up and up, but she is going to try something gonna try a response. Which may or may not have just kind of made up on the spot as soon as I could find the fucking name.
I've pinged specifically the moon lore that I worked very hard on.
I will scope it out momentarily.
wow, that was almost a year ago.
It sure was. Crazy, right? I was in another state when I wrote that.
That is insane.
I can't find the. Here we go. here we go. As Flit passes by, she will simply say, "Blessings of Rogesh upon you."
As you specifically start going by, Flit, she will actually take your hand, and with her other hand, she'll place something. She'll clasp something in your hand. It feels small. It feels like jewelry. And as she pulls her hand away, you look, and you see this charm now laying in your hand. It appears to be made of moonstone.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
A symbol of our circle. May it bring you luck in the night, fellow sister. Flit, you gain a point of inspiration,
Oh, all right.
and you get a moonstone charm, which doesn't do anything, mechanically, but it looks cool. He can also, yes, he can also evolve his fairy now.
It's never going to not be funny.
Yes, if you have inspiration, you can give it to someone else, or if you don't, you get a point.
I got a point.
Nice.
She will take it, give a nod, and keep it close as she moves forward.
Okay. Is a charm necklace. So, as you all begin to file your way through the small entranceway that Fangs has worked hard to make for you all, I need a group stealth check. You guys have your plus 10.
That is a 28.
25.
25 on a roll of a 3. God damn.
Smile.
Beautiful.
Need to pull up.
Oh! 22!
Nice job.
Yeah!
Corey. Corey with a 23. And Diana. Diana with a 28. Holy fuck. Good rolls, y'all. You guys take advantage of this moment created for you by Fangs, and you quickly begin to make yourself scarce through what appears to be heavily guarded territory, heavily guarded hostile territory. But the heavy sounds and the large crowds of people make it somewhat make it quite a bit easier to blend in. Well, I shouldn't say blend in. Make yourself scarce, rather. And as you guys begin to scatter on inwards, Fangs returns back to the water and then quietly goes to herself. Oh, fuck, I don't have another wild shape. She will have to figure that out here in a second, but you do see her descend into the water.
Oh no. The cat is getting wet.
Yeah, she's not a fan.
Catfish.
But, Corvin, with your previous scouting of Arcane Eye, you guys don't have to make a check to find Zugar. Well, you do, but for a different reason. You're able to quickly make your way through the chambers and find where Zugar was. Corvin, you know where he's headed. He's headed to the gnomes, apparently. So y'all's check will be a investigation check with advantage, as you all are all helping each other. It will be a group check.
Boop, 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 boop.
Sorry, advantage not because you guys are helping each other, but because of Corvin's previous scouting.
Understood.
23.
11.
4.
Okay, well,
Well, you got advantage.
Oh.
there's advantage. Corey with an 18.
13.
Diana with a
4 again.
Diana with a nat 20 for 26.
Let's go.
Diana.
It's kind of calculating this on my end. Okay. It isn't super long before you guys hear what sounds like tools. Rather than the sounds of mining, it sounds like machinery and techno magic hard at work as you guys enter or begin to enter what is a larger chamber. It almost resembles a forge in nature. You think this might be where they are condensing the materials they're getting into more refined forms. And as you guys kind of come up, you see that Zugar stands amongst what appear to be 4 other gnolls, all centered around this one poor elf. Or not elf, gnome. Slave master, this one was attempting to smuggle food. And the poor gnome, kind of on his knees, as they've chuck him to the ground. I'm sorry, my wife is pregnant. The baby could die if she doesn't get more. As Zugar stomps on the man's hand, you guys hear a loud crunch as Zugar leans forward. Is that so? Perhaps you should have been putting in an extra effort. Now your wife will have to make do without a baby and a husband. I need to make a roll for him.
Oh god. I want to do something. but I don't know
Oh,
what.
that's really close. Hey, I gotta do some math here. Y'all talk amongst yourselves, okay?
Hey guys.
So like, how close are we again?
Give me a second. And I will show you.
Oh.
Oh, that's infuriating. So y'all have a stealth check, an average of 20.666 repeating.
Number of the beast.
He got a 21
Oh no.
on his perception check.
Oh, that's. Fuck
was-
you, Zubar.
Damn, I was about to send something to you, but no, I guess they'll miss the opportunity for it.
And unfortunately, oh, well,
No.
I'm trying to
It's
think.
fine.
I'm genuinely trying to think. Let me do my math one more time. I might have messed it up because y'all did roll all over 20, so it is a bit weird to me that y'all only met a 20 average. So give me a second. Oh, I think I see what I did. Hold on. Actually, I might
Did
have
you not
fucked up.
Did you factor in the what was presented, not the?
No, I think I might have missed one on my count.
Oh.
I'm double checking.
Oh.
Yes, I sure did.
Yeah, because collective weight's 24 and a half.
Yeah, I saw my 2 rolls, and I thought it was with advantage. So I completely cut out Corey's roll.
Got it.
All good.
So y'all would beat the 21. Okay. That is why we double check our numbers, because I was like, that's weird. But, that being said, let me go ahead and give y'all the map.
Oh.
Ow.
Ah, fuck.
So, you guys are there just for the sake of you being on the map. In fact, I'll put y'all, like, back here, sort of still out of sight.
Okie dokie.
I wasn't quite sure if y'all would make it to stealth here yet. So, you guys are a good little bit away, and Zugar does not seem to notice you yet. But you guys do see this scene taking place before you.
I have a stupid thing I want to do, but I don't know how everyone's gonna feel about it.
Sorry, I'm writing something down. Go. What's your question, soldier?
What's your question, soldier?
Rolling out the silver coins, animate objects. But that's gonna trigger a fight, and I don't know what everyone's thoughts are.
Well, we're
Okay,
here
I
to
know
fuck this guy up, right?
Yeah.
And he hasn't noticed us yet.
Lily is having to avert her eyes from anywhere but, like, this poor gnome. Because she's a gnome herself.
Valid.
Yeah.
So shout out to the gnomes I stole directly from Baldur's Gate 3, who are in a similar
What?
situation.
What's
What are you
that?
talking- What are you talking about?
Baldur's Gate 3? What? No, crazy. Who'd use that?
I don't think I really have too much, honestly. I don't know what I can do to help this guy. I don't mind going loud since we found him, but just jumping in seems a bit hard. I don't know. Just thinking out loud.
We've got 2 options. We could intercede right now and hopefully prevent this guy from getting murked. Or we prepare ourselves and he's probably gonna get murked.
Idea.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Hmm?
Something that isn't going loud. Oh wait, I gotta touch him. Fuck. Never mind.
Picking
Yeah,
up
I
my
could-
dice as we speak.
I was gonna say I could do animate objects. I could magic missile Zugar. That sounds.
I think
fun.
we're probably just gonna go loud.
Fuck it, we ball.
Okay.
It sounds like no one has a stealthy option, so
Then, sounds to me that we're gonna throw some initiative up, and y'all will get a surprise round to start off.
Woohoo!
excellent.
Give me one moment. Turn order. Alright. Everyone select your tokens, start rolling. I will roll for Corey and Diana.
Oh, I got to roll with advantage.
Ooh, yeah.
21.
Ooh.
Let's go, Diana. She's cracked.
High fives, Diana, and not fucking last for once.
Got 18.
Corey will go before Ravon.
Smiles at not being first. Thank you, Flit.
And then I need.
Hey.
Then I need Corvin.
Yeah. Apologies. It's not.
Uh-oh.
Come on. Haha, 7.
7. Okay, you're almost there with Corey. There's a Ravon in between y'all. But you are next to Corey on the map, so that will have to do.
Make room for Atlas.
And then I need to grab a couple things, so just give me a moment. Okay, now I need to start rolling. So we'll roll for the big man first. Ooh, Flit. Just barely cutting in front of Zugar. I mean, barely cutting in front of Zugar.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, I have to. Damn it!
Then
The dream is dead.
we'll roll the Knolls next. We'll just do one roll for the group of them. They will get their modifier though. Oh no. Well, that's gonna be bad for y'all later. And then one for the gnomes. Okay. Not a bad roll. In fact, that's actually pretty solid with their initiative modifier. They will go after Diana. Okay. Initiative is set. At the top, we're gonna go ahead and start. We obviously won't. Well, I don't know. Y'all may surprise me. We're not likely not going to be able to finish this tonight, but we will go ahead and start anyway. So let's go ahead and kick off our surprise round. Flit,
So Flit had a held action.
you sure did. Armor of Agathis.
Yes, I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis from the ring with Reno's Blessing.
Yes.
Thank you, boyfriend.
Yes. How much does that give you?
That gives me 25 temp HP.
It sure does. Alrighty.
And... Sorry?
No, that's it. That's all I was gonna say. Just alrighty. Anything else
And,
for you?
Oh, I have an idea. This is a surprise round, yeah?
It sure is.
I'm actually going to use it to... Because I cast Armor of Agathis, I can't get a bit further. But I'm going to... Let's see. I'm going to run ahead. 3, 4, 5. To here. And because I used Armor of Agathis, unfortunately that is most of my turn. It is next turn that is going to be the kicker.
Yes.
But that is my turn.
Okay. We're gonna take a quick stop at Zugar's turn. just for the sake of a thing that I wrote up that I want to do, but it's not. It's all that's going to be on this turn, so it's not really going to matter. Zugar takes a sniff of the air.
As for you, if Cage wants my head, he'll have to do better than sending some two-bit assassins.
As he begins to slowly turn and face your group. And then he sniffs the air again. And he tilts his head curiously.
No, you aren't rebels. You're those heroes that I've been hearing so much about. Exilia, Regalia. Perfect! I was worried that Bavor would get to you before I got my chance. You'll make fine additions to my workforce.
As he takes the flail and he cracks it across the ground, and as the skulls at the end of them crack against the floor, they begin to secrete this like black mist, not quite a smoke. And that's it. That's all his turn. We gloss over the gnolls, and we go to Lily.
So, since it's a surprise attack, I would get advantage, right?
You would. I'm breaking the stealth in quotes just because I wanted to do that cool bit with Zugar. But technically, y'all have not broken. Technically, Flint has broken stealth, but not y'all.
With, when using a weapon, is there a way to use my weapon as, like, since mine is a piercing, I could use it to push someone?
You can just make a shove attack in place of a weapon attack.
What would I use for a shove?
So it would become competing athletics.
Okay.
And this would replace just one of your attacks, I believe. So I believe you could do. I think you could actually do 3.
Lily wants to try to shove this one in front of her.
So let me take a look.
You said athletics?
Hold on, I'm just double checking, making sure I have right. Cool, thanks Roll20 for changing your whole layout of this thing. So now I have to fucking pull up a different resource. Using the attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either to knock it prone or push it away from you. If you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them. So you can't do more than one push, but this means that you'll get your push and then 2 other attacks.
Perfect!
So instead of making an attack roll, you make a strength athletics check contested by the target's athletics or acrobatics check. The target chooses the ability to use. You automatically succeed if the target is incapacitated. If the target is incapacitated, if you succeed, you either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you. So, athletics check. And he will go.
And I'll get the advantage, right?
This is a check, so there's no advantage.
Okay.
He will use his strength for this. Okay. You have to beat a 16.
28?
Easily said and done. You run up and you shoulder check this man, pushing him 5 feet away. As you push him off of this gnome that is now huddled up on the floor.
And she's gonna continue accosting and just stab him twice.
Yeah, go for it. Make 2 attacks. Advantage. Well, you broke stealth when you did the shove, so you don't have advantage anymore.
That's fine, I'll take it.
Okay.
22?
That'll hit.
13 radiant.
13. Okay. Let's just do some quick math. You lunge forward and you pierce into that, like right under the right bicep of this man, and you hear a small dog whimper utter out from his lips as, you know, he's been stabbed. He is still up though, so he looks at you and growls.
Lily will growl back.
You have another attack, I do believe.
Yes.
Oh.
Nat 20.
Oh.
That sure do be a way to growl back. Go ahead and roll your damage. Also,
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
Ow.
That is disgusting.
Also, a little above game thing for those of you at home. We realized after the Amadeus fight that Lily's damage was a bit messed up, and it was rolling her one-handed damage and her two-handed together, which we had, I'm pretty sure we had originally turned that off. So she was doing way more damage than she normally would have. That has thus been corrected. That being
However,
said, that's still 30 damage.
True.
As you then growl back at this boy and take your sword and fucking pull it, slashing through his abdomen, leaving this massive burn across his torso. He is still up, but holy fuck, that hurt.
Lily looks mad.
Yeah, understandable. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Up next is Diana, who... I'm going to make just a couple notes here real quick. So, Flit, you've got Armor of Agathis. So I'm going to give that to you. Corey has Aid. Ravon has Aid. Lily has Aid. I guess I could actually think about it now. I could throw on some fucking combat music, can't I?
Yeah.
Let's go with there we go. Good old Darkest Dungeon for this. I mean, I don't know, pay me.
Dankest Cellar.
I don't know.
Dankest the dungeon.
Dankest Cellar.
Dankest Cellar, that's what we'll go with. Until there are funds in my... They're not gonna pay me.
PayPal information is? I'm kidding.
Diana is going to... She's gonna start strong, and she's gonna do her good old favorite, Spirit Guardians.
Ooh, an excellent choice.
So I need to give her aura. 15-foot radius. You should be able to see that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And she is going to move forward to back you up, Lily, and protect this gnome man. So these guys will not be taking damage now. They will, though, at the start of their turn. Now the gnomes will not be included in the surprise round. Up next is Corey. What the fuck is Corey gonna do? I didn't think about this for a moment. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
She'd probably square the fuck up.
Yeah, I think I know what she's gonna do. She doesn't have it prepared! Yo! Punk, you're a dog, you bitch-ass motherfucker!
Damn!
She's always talking good on Contagion, right? And the one time I go to use it for her, she don't have it prepared!
error was made.
I'm upset. Anyways, moving on from that.
Scrunkle the Punkle.
She will move forward and she will activate her astral arms. Once I find it.
Order.
She's got a lot of stuff on her sheet, so it's just gonna take me a second. Where the fuck is this? Maybe I should have looked at Punk's sheet ahead of time. Is this? It sure is.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a wall.
Yeah,
Yep.
all text. So she's going to move up to here and back up Lily. She's going to activate her astral arms. So I just need a token for that. Bingus. So, bonus action. And it's 1 key point. And then... So dex saves from these 3 goons. I'll roll the 2 goons first. Both of them rolled 6. That's pretty funny. And then... Ah! My D20! Wow, I have no idea where that went, actually.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there it is. I found it! No, I panic! Everyone chill the fuck out!
Okay.
Zugar, though. Zugar's gonna pass that with flying colors. That is a 17 on the die. So, Corey. So, do be this, I believe. No. Do be this. Oh, Bunkyard Dog.
I feel like this is the kind of situation where, it's like the mom walking in on a dirty room, and it's just, but I know where everything is.
So, also, damn, that's real good damage. So that's, so there's an extra 2 on top of this because it's with her wisdom. Oh wait, no, it's just the die. So hold on. So
11.
6 and 5. Yeah, 11. That's pretty nice.
It literally feels like Punk was in trouble. Use the whole username.
And then she's going to Wata. Okay, 26 and Wata. 25 on Zugar. For Wackus, Bonkus. 17 plus 2, so 19. She cracks Zugar twice across the jaw. And that will be her turn. Up next is Rovan.
Alright. Bonus action, Raikiri, Storm Guardian.
Okay.
Action. Haste.
Okay. You want any more fucking sigils on you there, Chief?
I'm trying to collect all the Pokemon.
I guess we'll just do this.
And using the action that haste gives me. Zooming on up to this boy.
Uh-huh.
And attacking with Raikiri two-handed.
Okay. Casting the spell broke stealth, but with Corey on the other side, you have stealth anyway. Or you have advantage anyway.
Understood. 28.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
19 slashing, 7 lightning.
So 26. Okay. Is that your turn?
That is both actions and bonus action.
Okay. Corvin, your go. Last in the surprise round.
Okay. The knoll that is next to Zugar, is he like getting? Was he like shoved against the wall from Lily?
Yes.
Cool. He needs to make a wisdom save because I'm going to antagonize him.
Wisdom set. Wisdom.
Yeah. Didn't roll this damage. I'll just take care of that real quick. Not bad.
He fails. So
So
he had.
He takes. Sorry?
He had 11 hit points left. So he dies
Well,
before the
shit.
secondary effect goes off.
He just gets harailed with these mental insults to his character, his fucking morality, and just head explodes or something.
Yeah. You hear a distinctive pop, and Lily, you see blood begin to dribble down his nose, out his nose as his eyes roll in the back of his head.
At least I'm not getting covered in blood this time.
Oh, true.
Progress.
Progress.
Anyway, just gonna scooch over here so I can see this guy right here. And bonus action, Vicious Amakare. Why is that not a... Hang on.
For which guy?
The guy to the right here.
Okay.
Wisdom save. I'll just roll the d4. Sorry, the, what is it? 3d4 now?
That's a 19.
That is my DC. So yeah,
Alrighty.
he passes.
Okay.
That is a turn.
Alrighty.
Fix this thing.
At the top of the initiative, before it begins proper, Zugar calls out,
Kill the gnomes! If Exilia Regalia wishes to be heroes, they should witness the consequences firsthand.
and that will be the top of initiative. Flit, is your go.
Flit is going to take that and she's going to say, yes, we are heroes, but we are going to make sure that you can all save yourselves. And Flit is going to move here. And if I remember, let's see. Okay. Would you say after that declaration that these gnomes would be willing to help us or to survive?
Allow me to make a wisdom save. I'm so sorry. That is a nat 1, as they don't even seem to hear you initially, as they realize that their lives are now in peril.
Do they think that they are at least willing to fight for their lives?
Yes, I think so. Fight is a strong word, but for the purpose of this spell, I will say they are willing.
Thank you. Animal shapes.
It begins!
Here we go, boys.
Party animal time, baby!
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these gnomes.
So, you cannot see these guys in here, just for reference.
Okay. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gnomes then.
Okay.
As they all turn into giant snapping turtles.
Alright, I'm just gonna fucking... What size are they?
They are large. So just one size category up.
I'm just gonna make them big. And just
Yes.
on their turn, I'll let... whenever damage rolls apply, we will have you roll it.
The Koopa Troop!
I'm missing one.
This poor fellow who was trying to save his wife.
Oh, yes! Hey, Lily, you're gonna get shoved a bit, sorry. As this man turns into a giant snapping turtle next to you.
Yeah. Lily's pretty much used to getting shoved around.
Is that your turn, Flip?
Let's see. I'm going to use the remaining of my movement to be surrounded by my turtle horde.
Go, my children! Okay. At the end of your turn, Zyugar is going to activate his first legendary action. And he is going to make a bite attack. Oh. Yeah, he's good. His turn's next. He might as well use both. He's going to use 2 legendary actions, and he's going to make a bite attack against each creature within 5 feet of him, including his own man.
Man, I didn't have to antagonize him for that.
So, start with Kore. That is going to miss Kore. Nice. That's only a 13. His own guy. That I think will miss as well. Holy shit. It's 1 short. The turtle, though. What is the turtle's AC and health?
17, 70. Oh, 75. I am going to post the stat block in here.
Okay. He rolled a 23 to hit the turtle.
Okay.
So I'm going to start keeping track. You said they're 75?
Yes.
So I'm going to keep track of their health on here. Well, I was keeping track of their health already, but now I have to adjust it. And he is going to bite down and take a large chunk out of this turtle, and he is going to swallow it. And the wounds that were created by Kore are going to begin to seal themselves back up.
Ah, interesting.
Is he a Dampier or something?
No, he's a null. He's a
Okay.
magical null.
Magic.
You believe in magic?
So that is
Yummy
going
young
to
girls, huh?
be. I can't math. It's going to be 23 piercing damage. He's going to get back. He's going to go back up to 4. And then on his turn proper, let me take a little look-see. With his bonus action, he is going to cast Misty Step.
I don't like this.
Man, not this stuff.
He's going to appear. He's going to appear down here.
Does he also take Spirit Guardian's damage?
He would. You're right. Let me roll a save real quick. That is a nat 20. So he'll take half. You rolled an 18 and a 20. So, Spirit Guardians. What was? I think I rolled for it actually already.
It was.
It was 16, so down to 8. Oh, I moved the. Wait, what the fuck? Where did? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong guy. I was like, what the fuck? Where did he go? And he is going to look up at this lovely little area that you guys have filled together. And not do that, because he's already cast a spell. Fuck my life. He's going to use then his movement, and you watch as he, taking his flail, he swings it upward way farther than it should be meant to swing based on the look of it, and it wraps around a pipe up above, and he pulls it, launching himself over to here. And as he lands, he brings a claw down and crushes this gnome underneath him.
Oh.
And then with his second attack, he takes the flail and he whips it. And you watch as chunks of this other gnome's skin are filleted off of him. And I need to do that. And that is going to be his turn. Up next are the gnolls. This one don't like being stuck in between Corey and Rovan, so he's going to back up right there. Oh wait, they need to roll wisdom saves. None of them pass. So they are all going to take 16 from the initial cast. And then on the future turns, the damage will get rolled again. Oh, that's way too low. Or way too high. Am I crazy? Oh, yep. It was way too high. Or way too much, I should say. Also, for the sake of this, we're going to go to the end of this round, then we will wrap again. Or we will wrap up the session for tonight.
Okay.
Valid.
This guy is going to back up. This guy is going to go after the mage. And this guy is going to go after you, Lily. So, first attack on... Let me see. Okay, so each one gets 3 attacks. So this one is going to... He's going to go after Corey, because Corey was assaulting his boss. 2 of those hit, 1 of them does not. So 1 bite, 1 claw. Or whip, I should say. So Corey is going to take a total of... Math is hard. 12 damage. And this one's gonna make 3 attacks on Diana. And he's going to miss all 3 attacks. That is a 2, a 4, and another 4.
Haha, get fucked.
And then on Lily. Lily, what is your current AC?
23.
23. That is a 11, a 22, and a 24.
The 24 will hit.
You're going to take 5 slashing damage. In the meantime, the other ones are going to get to work. As you see them descending upon these gnomes, like praise, or like wolves to cattle. So how many is that? Actually, I need to count before I roll how many are dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is weird because this rule I've made applies to how many they're on, but I didn't expect them to get turned into giant snapping turtles. So I guess I'll go with the 7. So rounded down, 3 of them will be killed outright. And then I guess they'll start making attacks on these giant turtles. Actually, would they? They might disregard the turtles entirely. We'll just say they'll start on the turtles this go around. I am, for the sake of this, just so we don't go, this doesn't take super long time, I'm just gonna roll some damage and the turtles they're on will just take it. Does that sound cool to everyone?
That's perfectly fair.
Yeah.
I'll just roll the
Okey-dokey.
dice and not... I'll roll the damage dice for each turtle and not include the modifier. Just because I'm foregoing the roll itself. Jesus Christ, that being said, I rolled 1 point short of max damage.
Ooh.
So that is... So that is 19 to each turtle.
Mm-hmm.
So, and don't worry about having to keep track of their health, CG. I am doing that for you.
Thank you.
This turtle over here, being accosted by 2, looks significantly worse, but he is still up. And that will be the Knolls for now. Lily,
Yes.
is your go.
Okay. So, Tart,
Yes.
you remember the cape that I got, right?
Yes.
The cape of Mountebank.
Yes.
Mountebank?
Yes.
It allows me to cast Dimension Door.
It sure does.
Lily would like to use her cape.
Use that good shit.
Using casting Dimension Door as an action. Where would you like to go? You can bring one ally that you can touch with you. The only ally you can touch with you, and it's technically an ally, is the turtle.
Can I move past the turtle real quick?
You would have to move before you cast, but I'll allow it.
Okay.
Also, because of Dimension Door, they'd have to be the same size as Lily.
So where are you going? Or who are you grabbing, I should say?
Could I grab Kore?
You could. So that will use, we'll say 10 feet of movement to get there. Grab Corey.
And-
Where do the 2 of you go?
We have a boss to fight,
Alrighty.
and she's not gonna let the little shit get away.
Boop.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Okay.
And Lily still has 2 more attacks, right? Since that was her first
No.
action? No?
No.
No.
It's an attack. So doing the attacks, making your attacks is an action. It's
Okay.
the attack action. You have foregone the attack action to cast a spell.
So Lily can fix that by using Action Surge, right?
You could. If you use your action surge, you'll get your action back, which means you can then use it for your attacks.
The Lily will do that.
Okay, action surge.
So Lily is gonna start stabbing on him.
Go for it. Go ahead and just roll all 3 attacks.
20, 23, and 32.
All 3 of those hit. Roll your damage.
18, 19, and 15.
Christ.
Oh, the damage.
So that's what, 52? Big ouchies.
Yep.
You begin to cut up into this man in this moment of surprise as he does not expect you to appear in front of him as such. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay. Zugar, at the end of your turn, is going to use his swift movement. And he is going to move half of his movement speed to up here. You and Corey will get op attacks on him.
So I'll just roll another attack.
Yes. Didn't mean to roll that with advantage. That being said, that is going to hit.
28.
Both of those will hit.
And another 12.
So 22 on top of that. Wonderful. He got out of there, but at what cost? And that will be that. Up next is Diana. Ooh. What do you want to do, Diana? She's gonna come over here and she's gonna start prioritizing the guys who are descending upon the gnomes. She's gonna cast a guiding bolt on this guy. Oh wait, I can roll it. I don't know why I rolled that in front of me when I can just do this! Old reliable, second level, baby! A 13 is not going to hit. Diana, please. Alright, well, good turn, Diana. Anyways, moving on. At the end of Diana's turn, Zugar is going to use another legendary action. And he do not be liking the damage you're doing to him, Lily.
Good.
Guys.
He's a fucking coward.
Well, yes, that's what y'all were told. Much like y'all saw before, he whips the flail out, but it goes way farther than you expect it to. And it catches you around the throat in an unnatural fashion. And as he yanks it, you are sent flying. Lily, you're gonna end up back. Let's see. You're gonna end up as that is within range. You're gonna end up here. As you are sent cascading off in that direction with an unreasonable amount of force, admittedly. You're not quite sure where he's mustering all that power from, especially considering that that's 30 feet of whip flail that still has to carry that force. That's weird. I need you, as you are sent off in that direction, to make me a dexterity saving throw.
$22.
22, you pass. You're going to take half. You're going to take 21 down to 10 bludgeoning damage.
That was exactly what was left of my temp HP.
Perfect. As you practically crash into and tumble into the spot that you now reside in, and you look around like, what the fuck? And there is a knoll in front of you. It is the gnome's turns. What the fuck do I do about these turtles, man? Okay. CG.
Yes.
Animal shapes. Do
Mhm.
they retain their wisdom?
Correct. They do. This is actual wild shape.
Okay. Then they are going to make some wisdom saves. I was going to give them advantage, but considering that they rolled a nat 1, it's just going to be normal. But they're going to be rolling some wisdom saves to see if they are not smart enough, but if they're like, oh fuck, we can fight back. Yes. So this guy's good. They don't need to roll again. So I'm just going to do, I don't know. Let's put a yellow mark on them. That's a no. Yes. I'm just going for a simple DC 10 in this regard.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Ah! I dropped it. Yeah, that's a nat 20. So 2 of them fail. They will not be making. They will not be doing their things. What is their attack?
They withdraw into their shells.
Yes, truly. They'll be taking the dodge action.
Ah.
What is the roll to attack on these turtles?
+6.
I'll say.
It's not great.
These two are going to come over and back you up, Lily. Well, actually, he failed. He'll be... this one's going to come over and back you up. That will hit. What's the damage roll?
46 + 4. I can roll it on my end if that's okay.
Yeah, if that's okay. So, 1 hit.
18.
Ow. Okay. This guy's going to come over here. He's going to attack this man. That will hit. Roll it again.
Another 18.
Okay, we're just going to keep the 18 just to sort of help this move along at a timely
That's fair.
pace. That being said, he's going to fucking chomp down on this guy. He had 12 hit points. They're going to come up and back up their buddies. That's a nat 1.
Aw.
And that is a 2. So they unfortunately are not going to hit. This one's going to fucking bite the motherfuckers hitting him. That's 10. Never mind. And this guy. That is another nat 1. Okay. Wow. One of them killed a guy.
The important thing is that they're tanky.
Yes. The rest of them, though, are going to sit in place, and they are going to take the dodge action. Well, actually, these two are going to take the dodge action down here. So I'm going to do that. This guy is going to try to figure out where the fuck to go. He's going to come up there. These guys don't have anywhere to go where there's not a knoll, so they are going to take the dodge action. And same with these guys in here. As their only exits are blocked by knoll and or turtle. Actually, that's not true. One of them blocked by a fellow gnome. Which actually means this guy could come out here and then be like, oh fuck, it's still bad out here. And he's going to take the dodge action. Hey, I got really convoluted with this encounter, but don't worry, it will pay off. Smile, I promise. Corey! Corey! Let's start swinging.
Punch him in the dick!
Destroy.
No. No. Inching ever closer. Unfortunately, no. She will burn a flurry of blows. Damn, Corey. Well, good turn from Corey. At the end of Corey's turn, Sugar is going to use the same legendary action that he used on Lily. He's going to send Corey off in this direction, colliding into the turtle. Corey will end there. The turtle, I guess the turtle will make a strength save. It's too big to make a dex save. I'm going to argue.
Fair enough. He's got +4.
That is not going to pass. So Corey, or sorry. Well, actually, I'm gonna give this to Corey because this is a weird scenario where I can't really do either save.
Huh.
The turtle can't. It will make sense when I explain what this is later. But he technically can't make either save. So I'm just going to do this damage to Corey. Which is fine, because it's only 15. Okay. That will be that. Ravon. Ravon? J Frost, are you muted?
Uh-oh. We lost the Frost.
Alright.
No, my apologies. Frickin' Discord is fighting me every fucking 10 seconds.
It's your turn.
Warding Bond drops.
Okay?
So, after Lily teleported, so we lose that.
That's good to know because I forgot about it anyway.
You're good. I'm gonna be fair. Taking some swings on Null Boy here.
Okay, go for it.
Two-handed. First attack.
That was
22.
almost a nat one. That'll hit.
For 22 slashing 8 lightning.
Oh, you'll love to
Nice.
see the D12-12.
I was about to say, yeah.
Second attack.
Okay,
25.
that'll hit.
11 slashing 10 lightning.
Damn, you nailed exactly what his remaining health was.
Oh.
Oof.
You brought him exactly to 0.
Third attack. Blitzing.
Okay.
This boy right here.
Okay.
And two-handed with right here again. 18.
18 will hit. These guys don't have a huge AC. They're slavers. They're not super built for combat.
18 slashing, 7 lightning.
Okay.
Before I do anything, I just have to check something real quick. My apologies. God, I gotta scroll down so far. Question. Shieldmaster's bonus action to shove a creature. Could I choose the direction?
So traditionally, it will be 5 feet, in the direction they're facing. So if you were to shove him there, he would go here. If you were to go up here and shove him, he would go here.
And what if I go right here?
He would go up into this wall.
I will take that.
Okay.
So he's going. I will shove him with my shield.
Okay.
5 feet.
dare I say, athletics check.
All right. I'm assuming this is just standard, because nothing. $24.
Yeah, he's not gonna beat that. So he's gonna whoop.
And because of that, moving up to kind of keep him from doing anything crazy and just tell Diana, save the rest of them! And ending turn.
Okay. All right, Corvin, take us home, buddy.
Gonna move down over here. Actually, if I go here, can I spot Zugar down here?
What is your passive perception?
15. Oh, I didn't see that he was behind that wall.
Yes,
Okay.
that's why I asked.
Cool. That thing has reach.
It sure
It has to. It's a flail. Okay, I needed to double check one thing.
According to his bonus action, or to his legendary actions, it apparently has up to 30 feet reach, which doesn't seem normal.
That's actually kind of fucked up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Where the hell are you? Oh my god. Apologies for this. You know what? I'm just going to do the funny option. Okay. Can I just go ahead and use a charge of the temporal conduit to create a portal under Zugar and a portal over Zugar?
I guess. Well, there's not a surface above him. There has to be on a surface, right?
Isn't there like a ceiling above them? Since we're underground?
It's way up there, but I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, sure, why not?
The ceiling is... How high is the ceiling? The ceiling is 35 feet up. I had to double check.
That sounds perfect, honestly.
Okay. I'll just, let me see, hold on. So, I'll make... It's gonna be weird. Why are you making me work at the end of the session?
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I got portals on the brain, man.
So, I'll put one here. And then we'll put a tiny one, a smaller one inside of it. To
Can it be orange?
indicate-
Thank you.
yes,
Thank
to
you.
indicate that there's another one there.
I'm gonna forget about this until we
I'm
come
gonna
back
forget
next
about
week,
it
and
too,
I'm
and
like,
yeah, I'm about to be like, what the fuck is that? Oh, right.
I'm just gonna put that there.
Yep. Okay. Alright. Well,
Just incapacitate him for a little
it does
bit.
take him out of cover. So I
Fucking-
guess...
You can't do cover tactics with me around, you fucking idiot.
But... Yeah. I guess that's a turn. A bold decision, but not a bad one.
Bonus action, and I'm insulting that guy again.
Okay, wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
That is a nat 20. This guy is impervious to your mockery. Holy shit.
Fucking, he has that much confidence in himself. That's respect.
In fact,
You found-
when you insult him, he lets out a hyena laugh, and you're like, whoa, damn, okay, relax.
You found the one Knoll who doesn't speak common.
He actually likes your jokes. He's
Oh,
thinking,
yeah.
damn, that's pretty good, bro. But
Oh, my mama do be like that.
with the stage set, and combat now afoot. That is going to be the end of our session for tonight. Thank you all for joining us. Let me turn off the, there we go. Man, Punk's gonna come back next week and be like, what is happening? But thank you so much for joining us. We got to send it around the horn. Let's go ahead and pass it off to, let me roll. We'll pass it off to Jay Frost first.
Hello, everybody. Twitch, Twitter, JFrost747. Find me here every Sunday, here every other Tuesday, and on twitch.tv/BurnOutPawn every other Saturday for our games of War of the Shattered Sun, Rascals and Ravnica, and Saved by the Spell. And pass it off to CG.
Hello, I am the CG. You can find me on all those things what Frost just did the mention of. I pass it on over to Joe.
Hey, yo, I heard there's cake. Anyway, you can go ahead and like this video, YouTube, and subscribe to the Farting Tarts YouTube channel because you would love to be a subscriber. It literally costs you nothing, and you can also ring that bell and get notified every time Tart puts up a new video. Much like soon to come, Pokemon Infinite Fusion Randomizer Nuzlocke. Ooh.
Points. That's me.
Yeah. It's fun. They're fun times. Especially the fucking fusions. Jesus Christ, they're awesome. Anyway.
True.
I'm going to pass this football over on to River.
Ah, yes. A good super owlbear reference.
Hell yeah.
That's me.
I love the San Francisco Taylor Swifts.
You can find me over at twitch.tv/WickedRiver97, where eventually I will make my way back to streaming. Life is kicking me in the ass. Work is a lot more than I expected it to be. So it's a new process for me trying to figure it out. But I'll eventually be back. Who hasn't gone?
Me!
Gus the Tart?
Hello, friends.
Bow, bow, bow.
Okay, we're done. Hello, friends. It is me, your host for the evening, the one and only Puting Pastry is a Farting Tart, joined, of course, by my lovely players here. But, yes, you have already found me. I do D&D. I do variety games. No stream tomorrow. I'm trying to be better about taking a day off where I don't do anything except me, as a matter of fact. I do nothing but me. Not
Hey, yo.
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything, but
I'm trying to take more days for self-care and for my mental and physical health. So I've been trying not to stream on Mondays for the sake of my own self. So next stream will be on my end. It won't be until later this week, but the next time you'll find me will be Tuesday at twitch.tv/LeJake, where we are continuing season 2 of, I almost said Bears of the Torch, that's Wednesday, on to season 2 of Legacy of the Deal Breakers, where I play one of 2 of my large albino beastmen. That wasn't intentional, it just lined up that way. So make sure to tune into that. But we need to raid into someone. I think we're gonna go show my boy Luke a little bit of love, because I love that guy and he's really cool and talented. And I tuned to his stream, and there was a woman with some big hungaroos. So
hunkaroo.
yeah, he's playing Ocarina of Time. Go show him some love. Let him know who sent you. We will be back next week with another episode of War of the Shattered Sun. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We love you all so much. And remember, as always, Black Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights. You are loved, you are valid, and most importantly, if no one told you today, you matter. We love you all, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!
See
Bye.